Hey, what's up, folks? Welcome back to another 3D Hangouts. My name is Noé Ruiz. I'm a designer here at Adafruit. Joining me every week is my brother Pedro. Hello.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Pedro, Creative Tech here at Adafruit, and every week we're here to share 3D printed projects featuring electronics from Adafruit.
That's right. This is a show where we combine 3D printing and doable electronics to make inspirational projects. Hello, everybody hanging out in the Discord chat room. We are streaming on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter X, Twexter. Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 429. It is January 31, 2024. Hello, everybody.
Good morning.
We are hanging out in all the various chat rooms. If you want to say hello, comments, questions, GIFs, memes, GIFs, all that, you can post it on any of the chat channels. But we have the Discord out here live. Going to give a moment to shout out folks that are joining us live, and then we'll jump into coupon code, the freebies, this week's a look at next week's project. What are we prototyping? Some community makes, a time lapse, all that and more on, you guessed it, 3D Hangouts.
Giving shout out to everybody hanging out in all of the chat rooms. Good morning, Duester, Rosin, Squid.jpg, DJ Devin, Gary,
Hello.
Z, Vince.
Hello.
Connor Carter on the YouTubes. Also hanging out on the Facebooks. This load?
Yes.
Okay. Hold on, I think I'd have to mute because immediately starts playing audio.
Okay. All right, while you do that, I will run through the freebies. Adafruit.com/free for all of your details that are going on. If you spend more money, you get more freebies. So let's look at the tiers, starting off with a first tier of $99 or more. You'll get a free PCB coaster with an Adafruit logo. If your order is $149 or more, you'll get the PCB coaster plus an Adafruit KB2040. That's that lovely dev board with the RP2040 chip, semi-QT connector, user buttons, and lots of pins. If your order is $199 or more, you'll get the KB2040 dev board, the PCB coaster, and free UPS ground shipping for continental US only. If your order is $299, you get the free UPS ground shipping, the KB2040, the PCB coaster, and a Circuit Playground Express. All of these get automatically added to your cart, so you don't need to do anything else. They're just automatic, and they're free to do so. And you can go to adafruit.com/free for the details, but that's the breakdown of them. If you want to add a 10% off coupon code, you can use the coupon code Doorbell to get you 10% off your total order. It is good for the next 24 hours. And that is the freebies. Okay. We're all caught up. Paige just got the comments section all sent off with the coupon code.
Just checking out the comments here. Got a couple people working on some Pi 5 projects with the Pyromony. Is that the environment?
NVMe. Yes, I believe so. Okay. Cool. All right. So do we want to jump into this week's project that there we go. Pedro has it. And I have it in the background. So last week we talked about the prototyping, what we were prototyping. And this week we are pretty much wrapping it up. We just want to make sure that everything is fine-tuned, buttoned up for the Learn Guide. Working on a video to showcase all the different features. Using Adafruit I/O, you can take a photo using the Memento camera and display it on a dashboard. You can get email notifications. So it's like a cool proof of concept for doing your own DIY doorbell camera. So this is a collab project with Brent. We got a nice 3D printed case for you, but that is the Memento camera board on the inside of the case. We have an arcade button to act as, well, the doorbell button. So you can press it. It lights up. And it has the Memento camera board has a built-in buzzer, so it gives you a nice little chime that you can completely customize in the code. It's all done in CircuitPython. You have access to your USB-C port for charging the battery or programming, and then you have access to the on-off switch. We've done a recent little update so that there are labels on it. Of course, you have the option to put a tripod screw on the bottom here, so that's a nice addition there. So you can attach this to any type of tripod compatible mount. And then there's the on-off button. Let me see if I can get better focus on the camera. Too wide. So this is a little print in place switch, so it won't fall out because it has like a V groove in there. We talked about last week, but the update here is that we added just a little I and an O label, so you know when it's on and off, and then you can just about make out that green LED that lets you know the board is on, and of course the button lights up. But you can turn it off like that. And you can turn it on like that. There's a nice little cutout there for your fingernail to kind of groove in there and actuate it on and off. Yeah, so really happy with the case. You got a couple screws here that mount the PCB mount. And then the button is a little bit challenging because it's such a tall component that we ended up creating this kind of sleeve. But we've done this sort of thing before. But we'll create like a sleeve that kind of protrudes outwards and just covers, you know, the body of the button. But it lights up, and this snap fits open, and you can kind of see what we got going on here. So these are two 3-pin JST connectors. The Memento board has them built in. So one is powering the LED, and the other one is powering the switch. So that's how we got it going on. But other than that, that's the only soldering you need is the arcade button, and everything else is built into the Memento. Battery is just kind of secured with some mounting tack, or you can use some double stick tape. There's a spot on the PCB for it. And yeah, all of these pieces kind of snap fit together, other than the PCB mount that gets secured with screws. You got a nice flat back here to attach a 3M command hook or Velcro, whichever way. Or you can add a bracket.
I went with the Velcro, just so I wouldn't get any of the paint damaged on the door where I'm mounting this on.
Yeah.
So I'm using the little blue tape trick so it doesn't take any of the paint with it. And this is just the, what is the hoop and
hoop. Yeah.
Loop and hoop.
Hook and loop.
Hook and loop. Or just Velcro. And that works very well. That's how we did I did the mounting shots for this. It's on even with the blue tape on there. Does a really good job. Yeah. And I'm just having that on until I find a permanent spot so I don't mess with the sticky backing on that. And that works really good since the weight isn't too heavy.
Yeah. So with Adafruit.io, you can create a dashboard, and the code will automatically create a camera feed if you don't create one already. And right there, you can see Pedro's image. And since we're sharing the Adafruit.io account, you can see that that's my image. That's the camera.
Going back and forth.
So, yeah.
I think a really good project would be to leave this on the TV and then just take pictures, like throughout the day, so you can see all the pictures going back and forth between the two cameras.
That'd be cool. Yeah, so it's proof of concept. Battery life is not going to be all day, but it's a good proof of concept to show how you can do that with a board like this. Maybe this makes sense for something more like an internal office setting. But yeah, it's kind of an interesting way to make your own camera since everything's kind of built into the Memento. There you go. Hey, there's me looking at me. So we're working on the Learn Guide with Brent. It's all done in CircuitPython, and it's using Adafruit.io. So that's the gist of it. Yeah, I kind of am happy with the case. It's nice and round, and it's kind of inspired by the Ring doorbell that you might have seen. You may have one. Yeah. Okay. Let's see if anyone has any questions. We'll release a video and a guide next Wednesday, so folks will be able to build their own if they have the Memento camera. which is it still in stock? If it's not, of course you can sign up to get notified. But yeah, it looks like we have 90 in stock right now. This shows like the whole camera piece with the enclosure included, but this only comes with the camera board itself. As you can see, it says bare board as your display. As a part of this project, the display is actually shut off to save battery life. And since you really don't have access to it, it doesn't make sense to have a display for this project, but it is using the camera and the speaker. Yeah, so kind of a cool project for the Memento. There you go. Of course, if you want to just 3D print a case, we have a case for it. And last week's project was the shutter button, which you can get as well. And then JP did a really cool project with the wireless remote using Touch OSC on his iOS device. So it also works with Android, which is really cool. So lots more Memento camera projects in the works. Next up, Pedro will be doing a birdhouse to do some wildlife kind of, I don't want to say photography, but I guess it's photography. Yeah, it's kind of like a bird feeder that you can catch the animal in action. Yeah. We got a question here from Wolves. Yeah, is it waterproof? This particular one, I would not say it's waterproof. There's some there's some gaps and stuff where water would get in, especially with the lens. But there are waterproof enclosures. We haven't made a waterproof enclosure yet. But yeah, that's a good question. This is more for indoors. Yeah, I think this makes a lot of sense for like a sort of a classroom setting or an office. If you're like busy or something, maybe you get a notification. You can customize the code to not have a chime. So let's say you're in a meeting room, you want to kind of let folks know that you're done, or you want to have entrance to it. Maybe that makes more sense. Yep.
Yeah, Brent is working on a wildlife one that is going to be enclosed in one of the waterproof cases that we have in the store. So that will be one that comes up.
Yeah, something like this.
It's a bigger version of that one there.
Yeah, it's a bigger version because it just barely fits in this one. These are what the waterproof enclosures look like. They have these glands, cable glands is what they're called. They're rated for waterproof stuff. Oh, here's the bigger one. Yeah. And you can drill holes and stuff into it if you need to. Yeah. Oh, this one fits a long promo board.
Yeah.
Much bigger. All right. If you want to pick any of that stuff up, you can use the coupon code Doorbell. You get a nice coupon discount on your order. Good morning to Balo on YouTube.
Whoop.
You got some fireworks going on, Pedro? That's funny. Yeah, we're all animals here. Did you, Devin? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm planning on where to put the bird one, so we can get the sandhill cranes to come up to it.
Those are monster birds.
Yeah, I know. It's like a raptor.
I think they need a little bit more substance than like bird seeds.
Yeah, I'm
like
thinking
frogs or something.
The grubs, some sort of worms.
Yeah.
I'm getting them over.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Let's go ahead and check out. Next thing, you're prototyping. This will be, I think, at least next week. Just got to get a couple more shots.
Well, probably 2 weeks because next week is the doorbell, and then this.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. The doorbell.
Yeah.
The doorbell.
Yeah. Let's see here. So we have these large 7-segment displays. See if I can make this big. How do I make this big? Would it be this? Yeah, this one. Let me do so this is a 1.2 inch 7-segment display. and it's a numerical display, so you can see the time here. But basically, it's a CircuitPython powered digital clock with a real-time clock module. It's using the DS3231 module as a coin cell battery to keep track of time when this is not powered off. So if I disconnect this and plug it back in, it will keep track of the time, because that's what the RTC module does. So we have this kind of cool retro mid-century modern inspired design to house the 1.2-inch segment display, the Feather RP2040, the RTC module, and a rotary encoder. I have one of these little right angle adapters just kind of make it a little bit easier, but let's see. There it is. It is 11:15 at the time of this recording. And the rotary encoder is also the Stemma QT breakout. So you can change the time by pressing and holding it down. This will blink, letting you know. And then you have these two dots here. The first dot means you're changing the hour. The second dot means you're changing the minute. So if I want to adjust the time, I can just rotate the, just like a real kind of traditional analog clock. You press down, and now it's switching to the minutes. So if I wanted to change the minutes, this is where I would do it. Let's make it 1 minute forward. Then to save the time, you press and hold down, and it'll save it. Now, another cool thing is that with CircuitPython, using the library for the LED 7-segment display, you can change the brightness. So Liz, who did the CircuitPython code for this one, made it so that you can change the brightness depending on what time it is. So as it gets later in the night, let's say from 9 p.m. till 8 a.m., it'll be super low brightness, so that if you wake up in the middle of the night, it won't be blinding you, because these get really, really bright. So that's kind of a cool feature to this project.
That's so cool. I don't think any clock that comes to mind has that.
Right. It's always just kind of like a fixed brightness. So that was an idea that Lamar suggested Liz to write up in CircuitPython. And everything about this project is Stemma QT. So there's really no soldering other than the LED display, because you gotta solder that. And this has got a really tight fit. So I'm trying to.
Oh yeah. Hold on. I already have mine open here.
You already have yours open?
So,
all right. Well,
where am I?
Here, let me.
Oops.
Hey, stop.
Hold on. There you go.
There you go. So there's a PCB mount that secures the Feather RP2040 and the real-time clock module, which Pedro, yours is on order.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Yeah.
That will go right there.
Yeah. And then there's a separate PCB bracket that that positions the LED breakout at an angle so that it's got a better viewing angle, I guess.
Oh yeah. Let me pop this guy. Oh wait, no, it's in there. See the way that is mounted to the standoffs on the inside. And I really like the way that you have these printing at an angle, so there's no supports required. So this whole case prints like that with all the 45-degree angles on there for the standoffs. So they just print in the air. Super clean.
Yeah, it's pretty clean. Yeah, no supports. It all snap fits. The back, it snap fits really tight.
A little too well, yeah.
Yeah, it's a little too good. But I mean, how many times are you going to take it apart?
Yeah, exactly.
I think the RTC module's battery life is going to be pretty good. There's there's a built-in.
There is.
What do you call it? Yeah, it uses a coin cell. Yeah, there's a coin cell battery in there.
I don't have the battery, so I don't know.
Right, so I got the coin cell battery in there, and
what's the size?
I think it's a 1220 CR1220 battery. They're kind of standard, but yeah, everything's Stemma QT, even the rotary encoder.
Mm-hmm.
So there's the rotary encoder. And, because CircuitPython, you can expand on it. This is a good jumping off point. If folks want to add sound alarms, you can add that yourself. Plenty of room here to mount a button and a speaker. Yeah, and if you were to do that, I would recommend using the Feather Prop Maker RP2040, because it has the built-in I2S amplifier, so you get really good audio quality. And you have all of those screw block terminals, so adding a button, a switch, and The speaker is pretty straightforward and less soldering, but that's pretty much the project. We have a project that's a minimal clock using a smaller version of this display, but it doesn't have stemma QT and it's done in Arduino. But it is using the older version of the DS3231 RTC module. That was actually by Don Park. He kind of made it. I think it was like a Metro Mini or something.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, we don't have a clock. We don't have like a nice big clock that's in CircuitPython using an RTC module. So this is the first one that we know of that's it's going to be in the learning system. And then you have, I think, 2 different color options. You can get a red one or a yellow one.
I could have swore I got red, but I have 2 yellow ones.
Yeah.
So that should look interesting. I haven't seen a yellow alarm clock.
Yeah, they're always red.
Red for a good reason. It's like not supposed to mess with your eyes during the night.
Oh, that's why they're red, huh? Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, checking out the chat room. DJ Devin posted his clock, and he's using the mirror to hide the segments.
That is cool.
That looks really good.
Yeah, I like that idea a lot. Yeah, there's
super cool.
There's 2. I guess you can. DJ Devin, did you get it pre? Like, is it the film? Is the mirror finish like pre-installed, or did you install it? Because I've done an Infinity mirror, and I had to like install it, and you have to like, you have to wet the film and apply it, let it dry. You gotta put a little bit more work into it.
Oh, Devin posted a link to the roll. Oh, I think this is how you did it, or you did it by yourself.
Yeah, it's a roll. Which is nice. I think maybe
that roll here.
I did. Yeah, you have the roll.
Do you remember where you left?
That is really cool. I like that. That would look really nice here because then it becomes like a mirror.
Do you know where you left the roll?
Yeah, it's probably in the corner of the 3D printing room, somewhere there. There's it's in a box still. There's still a big roll of it, so you can use it. But yeah, getting a acrylic in here wouldn't be too hard. I would probably have to. So there's this little frame here, and that pops off. Like, that's super easy to come off. It just press fits. There's no real snap locks in it. But there you can see the mounting holes for the that are built into the side of the frame, and then you really can't see it, but there's like a separate mounting plate that secures the breakout of the LCD to the frame. But yeah, that's how that's working. So it would be easy to put a piece of acrylic here, and then this would go up front. I would just have to push these standoffs a bit back, but there's actually plenty of room in here, I think.
Yeah. Yep.
As long as it doesn't hit the feather back there, because it is mounted long ways. But yeah, that'd be probably pretty cool. There are gels and stuff like that too for diffusion, but I really like that idea of the mirror.
The mirror really hides it.
Yeah, and it makes it look a little bit more stylish. Yeah, because I don't really like seeing because you can still see. It's almost a little hard to see, right?
Yeah, it's a little tough to decipher. Like right now, when you were covering up, I thought it was 123. I missed that other one.
Yeah. So
there's a nice little chat in the Discord on how Devin set it up. It's like a clings onto the clear plastic.
Oh, cool.
And Connor on YouTube is saying, oh yeah, the tinted diffusion plastic, which I think the black LED acrylic, that's another way to go about that as well.
Yeah, I tried that, and it just made it fuzzy. Like, it wasn't as sharp as I wanted it to be.
And
So
you tried both sides, the shiny side and then the other side? Both did the same thing? Okay.
Yeah, it's because it's just too thick, Yeah.
I mean, it's supposed to, separate it, not keep
soften it up. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, but yeah, this is the biggest display that we have. It is pretty big.
Never seen it this big.
Yeah, and again, these were recently updated not too long ago to have the stemma QT port, which just makes connecting it like plug and play, man. It's very nice.
Very nice update.
Let me see if I can.
A lot of the boards got huge updates by just adding the stemma.
Yeah, here it is. And it's important to have 2 ports because like what I got here daisy chained is, one to the Feather, one to the RTC module, and the RTC module to the rotary encoder. But this is what it comes like. You got to buy the display separately, the LED, but they come in 2 colors. Just make sure that you get the 1.2 inch version. Oh, it's out of stock right now for the yellow.
Ooh, I got the last 2.
Huh. Is this like you can notice that? I wonder if this is photoshopped or not. But you can't. Oh, that's right. They're all lit up. They're all lit up. And then this is just.
Yeah, I was going to say, we don't do that on our photos.
No, it's not photoshopped. Yeah. You can see here the exposure got a little bit different. But really good library support. You can do strings of text, and we have a lot of demo code on how to use it.
Yes, I remember somebody asked if you could string them all together to create a big one. Yes, Melissa actually worked on some code that strings them all together, right?
Yeah, I believe so. Let's see. Here's the library page for it.
We'll be going back to this page.
Python. Yeah, here's how to.
Gonna update the BMO with the 8x8 matrix.
Yes. But yeah, that is there's it there. Yeah, because they have stemma, right? No, these guys.
Yeah.
Wait, this one does not. Where's the stemma one?
I could have swore it got when I was looking it up to order more.
Oh, it's this one, isn't it? This has stemma.
No, that's the different one. That's the.
Oh, that's the bicolor one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We even have one that has multiple colors.
Yeah.
I could have swore we got rid of them though. Like it just got replaced. Like we replaced all the old ones with the stemma ones.
Huh. Well,
but maybe it was the specific color that I picked.
Yeah, we do have the bicolor.
Yeah, it should be in our orders. Actually, no, because I ordered it a while ago.
8x8. Yeah, I'm not seeing the ones with the. Maybe our product page needs to get updated. I know I ended up doing that for the other product. Anyway, we're like live debugging here. Like,
my keyboard's not working. I'm like trying to search with you, and Chrome is like, I don't see no keyboard.
Yeah, here's the smaller version of the 7-segment displays. These are 0.5 inches, which is, I guess, half the size of this one. Massive one. So you got options, The code would work. The CircuitPython code for this would adapt easily. You just tell it which one you have. It's either the small one or the big one in the code, which makes it really easy to customize and adapt it. You can even use a Cutie Pie if you want to save like a couple bucks, I guess. Though I went the Feather mainly because of mounting holes, but also because you have the option to do a battery powered, so you could have it run off a battery if you like, because it has a built-in battery circuit on the Feather. Yeah, I think these have the gels on them, but I'm not sure. Anywho, that is what we're working on. Here's DJ multiple 7-segment displays in a box with glass, which looks really cool. The YouTube, Twitter, GitHub. Yeah.
Nice. Oh yeah, came out on the show and tell with us.
And
let's see, Balu is gonna check out the mirror finished acrylic.
Yeah, I'm sure you can get mirrored acrylic. Yeah, you can get mirrored acrylic pre-made. I think from Inventables. I remember purchasing some. Yeah, you need a multiplexer if you add more than 18 segments. Yeah.
Yep, just saw that.
Yep. Yeah, and there's I2C addresses that you can change, but you don't have to change them on any of these because it seems to work.
So when you start getting more of them, you need to identify who's who.
These are really bright. Yep. But yeah, very cool. And I guess I'll pull up the RTC module. It's the DS3231. There's two versions of this, one with STEMMA QT and one without. And surprisingly, the one without, it costs more money.
Huh?
Yeah, how does that work? Not sure. But anywho, here's the RTC module itself.
I see the bottom.
You will need
Okay,
a CR1220 coin cell battery. That's what keeps track of the time when the microcontroller is shut off.
Mhm.
Yeah, we have a 3D model of it as well. And Liz used it in her
right, yeah.
Prop Maker Feather Adabot talking clock. You can't have enough clock projects. Yeah,
That was a good one.
yeah. And in the code, it's a good way to kind of showcase how to use the RTC for this specific use. Because I don't even think the demo code really shows you how to like display it. It just shows you how to just print it out to the REPL, which is useful. But if you're really new to programming, you got to be like, well, how do I get this data to display on a on a 7-segment display or a NeoPixel display?
It's good that JPEG is showing off his kitchen timer while we're on the subject. This looks really good.
Oh, that's cool.
Timer.
Ooh, that is rad.
Right? It's perfect. So you can like set your preheat time and then your cook time, then your cool down time.
Yeah, I like the different color, the choice of colors. It's good. That's cool. Those are really nice knobs. They're clear.
Yeah. They're like translucent. Are those the ones that are looking?
I'm not sure. No, I think they were rotary encoders that have them like built in or something. Yeah. Yeah. Cool.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna get me some acrylic. Good thing I have time to try that out.
Right. I know. Yeah. All right, cool. Let's go ahead and jump into this week's Community Makes.
Yeah. Let's check it out. I'll make you bigger here.
All right. We're in February, so that means it's time to figure out what you're going to get for Valentine's. So we got this cool little rose heartbeat vase. Of course, we got to add Lego flowers on there so they don't die.
Yeah, these are cool. I'm a fan of these Lego kits. Super fun to build, easy, and there's all sorts of different kinds now.
I know there's so many. Gotta pull myself away from getting any more since we're out of room for any more Lego. But of course, the main focus here is this really cool heartbeat design from I forget the name. DaveMakesStuff. So
yes, DaveMakesStuff.
Really cool. So much 3D designs. This one's from last year. Missed this one, but it looks so cool for holding any of your flowers, or you can scale it up and hold anything bigger.
Yep, looks like there's 3 different design sizes of the design. You got a low, medium, and large.
Nothing fancy here in terms of supports or anything. All just regular PLA material. The main focus here is just the cool effects, like the wake from like a water droplet or something that's being created from the hearts beating, which looks pretty cool.
Thumbs up.
What the heck?
Yeah, thumbs up. Yeah, it's he calls it the heartbeat vases. So they kind of look like a beating heart where the wave is like pulsing, I suppose.
And on the inside, you can see here how it's carved out. So good in terms of the material that you're using. You're not wasting any material by having this flat.
Yeah,
to go along with the curvature of all of the geometry. It's pretty cool. You can even turn this into like a planter if you just add a drainage hole on the bottom. And pencil holder, whatever, also works. But definitely like it as just a flower holder for these guys.
Do you have the tall version or the medium? Which version did you print?
I don't know. Whichever one this is.
I'm not sure. I'm like looking at it and trying to see. Is it the tall version?
Tall one. Yeah, it might be
it's the tall because you can see 3, and you can scale it up if you wanted it. That's,
totally.
These are cool. Yeah, DaveMakesStuff does some fantastic textured work. Follow him on Instagram. I follow him on Instagram. Does a lot of fun stuff.
Yeah, I think the latest one for this Valentine's, I think is a little like a puzzle heart that has like a ring inside of it.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna do that one next. But this one came out pretty good.
Yeah,
you can even see the
Instagram.
here's where it retracts for the time lapse. A little bit of a blemish is around there, but everything else is super clean. And that is, of course, because of the way that the time lapse works. The head has to move out of the way for a little bit of time. And we're using the matte, or is it the matte pink? No, this is not matte. It's just pink PLA.
Okay. You want to use rainbow filament?
It's just what color it's on right now. You know how I think it's like on green and blue right now. It would like end at purple, so we wouldn't have had any of the pink red colors for Valentine's. It looks super good on the camera thing. All the contrast between all the super sharp. Let's check it out. That's
it's very cool.
He makes.
All right, here's the. Let me turn the audio down.
Oh yeah.
So low infill. I suppose you could do no infill. That might look good.
It might work
save some filament, save some time.
Yeah.
But yeah, this took 6 hours, which is pretty good.
6 hours, yeah.
Any reason why it wasn't in the center of the bed?
So when the nozzle moves out of the way, the closer it is to where it actually parts.
That makes it faster.
Yeah, you'll have less stringing.
Interesting. You have less stringing.
Yeah, because otherwise, if it's on the other side, it has to move further away back to where it homes to get out of the way of the camera taking the picture.
Yeah,
that's where you can kind of see it there. Where it's a little bit of that droop. And usually that works out just for sticking all the time-lapse text on the other side.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. Heartbeat Vase. Again, by DaveMakesStuff. It's a free STL on Thingiverse.
Check it out.
Yeah, check it out. Cool. Yeah, I want to print it in that iridescent filament. That'd be kind of cool. Because you get those different colors. Maybe in vase mode. I'm not sure if you can do it in vase mode, but it'd be cool. And just to kind of promote Dave, give him a shout out on his Instagram. Just fantastic stuff. Here's that heart you were talking about, the heart puzzle. Super cool. It opens up and there's a little compartment for a ring.
Cool is that?
Pretty cool. And he's been doing a bunch of other fun stuff. Here's like a spiky heart. Looks really cool.
I'm gonna guess these are resin prints.
I think so. Yeah, I think Dave got himself a resin printer.
Yep, there you go.
Yeah, Elgu Saturn II. Ceramic white resin. It's fantastic.
Wow.
Yeah, and you can get them on things. I guess he's been posting a lot on things. And all sorts of super cool stuff from Dave. All right. Community makes. Moving on to community makes. These are makes that were posted up this week of some of the designs that we publish. First up is a CNC Lego brick, or we need to call them building bricks because they're Lego compatible. So Felix posted up his aluminum.
Oh,
this is very cool. So he took the CAD file and he machined his own aluminum building brick that's Lego compatible. So that's super cool. This one I used wood, different types of wood to create wooden bricks, and it's a 2-part CNC job. So you got to do the top and you got to do the bottom. So I ended up making a jig with Lego, and I was able to produce a bunch of them. So this was a really fun project. A lot of learning how to do it. But Felix says he Made it in aluminum. You got to adjust the wall thickness and play around with the dimensions so they fit. Big L. But they look fire. Made on a DIY CNC. So it looks fantastic. Yeah, super cool. Yeah, check it out. We got the CAD file, and I think it also has the Fusion 360 model has the toolpath, just to give you an idea of like how to do it. After that, we have a 3D printed enclosure for the Raspberry Pi 5. This was posted by Alexander. They said it looks really nice. I'm going to do this one in some fun colors. So here it is with the Pi fitted in. Looking good. There you go. Thank you, Alexander, for posting that up. After that, we have a really cool post from Oak Buffalo. It says, amazing STLs. Thank you. I decided to do a Winamp inspired music player. So this is a floppy inspired enclosure for the Pi Portal, the Adafruit Pi Portal with a built-in display, an IoT chip. I think it's the ESP, right? And yeah, this is super cool. It has some screws and it snap fits together. Looks really good in the filament there. Yeah, so that's from Oak. Posting up their make of the floppy disk USB drive. After that, we have Kato the Cat posted up their make of the Mario Boo inspired planter, cup holder, pencil holder, whatever, in this nice red maroon color. Looking cool. After that, we have another Raspberry Pi 5 enclosure. This one posted by David. It said they printed in PLA, snap fits together beautifully. Easy to reopen. Had to tilt the Pi inwards towards the slide ports before setting it into the riser pins. Yeah, it's one of those designs where it's kind of tight, so you have to kind of insert it at an angle. But otherwise, perfect fit. Cool. And for the last one this week, from Nanja Wood, posted up their make of the heat set insert press. Fantastic photo and build using that lovely black coated aluminum extrusion.
Wow.
Looks super cool. Yeah, it looks really, really clean and modern in that photo. I like the extra tall aluminum extrusion. You can get nice clearance for your part. Some of the parts can get pretty big. They said they printed in black PLA and gray PETG. Had to modify the step file to make the heat insert hole smaller to fit the CNC kitchen inserts and widen some of the parts to fit the bearing and the 2020 mount. As others mentioned, the rollers could fit slightly better, maybe by redesigning the mount plate to fit the eccentric spacers. All in all, a fun project. Yeah, this is one of those projects where you definitely want to get inspired and either redesign it or just modify the things that you want. I think my tolerances were built for a Ultimaker printer. Unfortunately, they have different tolerances than Creality printers. Something. Maybe it's about the nozzle or the way it uses 2.85 diameter filament. Something about it, but a lot of folks are remixing it, which is super fair game, and that's the whole point. We got the step file and the Fusion 360 file, I think, as well. Although I don't see it. Well, you know, maybe I have it somewhere. I don't know. Let me know if folks want it. I could throw it up there. The Fusion 360 file. But yeah, that is the last one this week. Thank you everybody for posting up your makes. It's great to see what folks are making. If you want 10% off your Adafruit order, you can support your maker habit. You can support the company. You can use 10% off. Coupon code Doorbell. I need more coffee.
Yes, Former Guy did do a CircuitPython version of the Winamp project.
Oh, yeah. That is right. Yeah, I wonder if that was a CircuitPython or not.
I think it was.
Yeah, let me do a quick. Did he call it Winamp? Yeah, here's the Winamp MP3 player with the Pi portal. Maybe it is. Yeah. So yeah, that pairs so well together, the floppy drive and the Winamp. Yeah. So pretty cool. So if you want to make your own Winamp MP3 player, check out Tim Foamy Guy's Learn Guide. All the code is there, ready to try. And you even get the graphics. Yeah, more coffee.
Oh yeah. I was laughing at Devin's comment. With any STL, should be taken with a grain of salt since tolerances are different. Every printer is different.
Oh yeah.
And coffee, more coffee is always the answer.
Yeah. I ran out. I need to get more.
I know.
I'm dragging a little bit, guys. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Oh yeah.
I am dragging. I'll admit it. I'm dragging a bit. But it's a morning show. You gotta drag a bit. All right. So we got some fun projects on the docket. We got to finish up the doorbell. We got this alarm clock. Pedro's going to do some stuff with the 8x8 LED backpack. I want to do a prop for Gravity Falls. We got a little maker behind you, Pedro. Hello.
Yep, I see him.
He's hanging out. But yeah, that's pretty much it, folks. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget tonight we have 2 shows, starting off with Show and Tell. Starts at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Join the Discord server so you can get the invite link. You can share all your projects with us. It's going to be hosted tonight, I believe, by Mr. and Mrs. Lady Ada. And then at 8 p.m. Eastern Time is Ask an Engineer. Full hour of open source hardware news, products, Ion MPI, and more. This has been an Adafruit production. Thank you, everybody, so much for tuning in. We'll see you next week. But until then, remember to
make
a great day.
Great day.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Adios.